So the aortic root angulation is kind of like something, I'm going to show you how we do it, but the point behind it, when you have a very high aortic root angulation, that means the heart is so flat. So when they come with this, with the evolute valve, which is the self-expandable valve, they might have issues to access the aortic root to the alveoli. So sometimes when it's a high angle, anything gets the 55, 60 degrees and above, we try to avoid the self-expandable valve. So this is something to remember in mind, to keep in mind that the angle above 55, 60 becomes a high angulation. So how do you measure it? So again, from your annulus here, you see how this is the left, this is the non. Hold your Alt and go ahead and bring your mouse and click on the line collecting between the left and non. So I'm just going to go ahead and click there. This now parked my cursor on the non and the left. I just need to rotate my plane. So I'm just rotating my plane where I can see both the left, the non, and the left at the same level. And again, I'm just going to show you the left at the same time. You see, so it doesn't matter if you're seeing the left and non showing the mark, but you know these are the two cusps. So from here, I go ahead and measure the angle. So let's go to the top and you see the distance, the drop down. Go ahead and activate the angle. And click on the first arm, which is the annulus. This is the pink line we said before, it's locked. So we know this is my annulus. So if I activate the first click on it, and you can put the second click on it, the same thing. And then this is always like the question, like how to know I'm measuring it correctly. If you look carefully, you see the line will be so much dashed and broken until you come to the horizon, it becomes a straight line. So now the closer you get to the horizon, which is basically the baseline, becomes a straight line. So this is how I would measure it. So if you pay attention, this will be the aortic root. 48 degrees is a good angle, so it should be straightforward. So in your report, you'll mention the aortic root angulation is 48 degrees. Any question? Again, more than 60 for the boards, 55, 60 degrees is a high angulation. We prefer the balloon expandable valve, the SECVCT. All right, so from here, if you look at the 3D landmarks, we're done with that. So now if you come down to the three cusp view, click on it. It's gonna give you some like C-arm angles that where you look carefully, you will see that the left, right, and non are the same time. So you will report in your body of the report and the impression that the aortic root, three cusp view, or the C-arm is LAO4 caudal 18. Some of us also report something called the overlapping. So I'm going to show you that view. So the overlapping is when the right and the left overlap over each other. So what I do from here on the 3D volume render, so hold your mouse with the left and you just rotate, 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 where the left and the right dots will overlap. So here, so this is what we call it, the overlapping. And typically, just rule of thumb, typically it's an RAO caudal view. So just like to know you're in the right direction. So this angle will be RAO 18, caudal 36, and this will be the overlapping view. Any questions so far? I'm gonna switch to my slides. I have a few things I wanna share with you, and we will go hands-on. I will stop by with other faculty to kind of make sure everyone is able to do their measurements. Oh, good point. So look at the 3D volume render image on the top right. I'm just gonna mess it up. You see, you have the three dots, the left, non, and right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rotate my 3D rendered image, volume rendered image, where the orange dot, which is the right, and the left will overlap. So watch what I'm doing now. I carry it and rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, until the right and left, to some degree, overlap. And now I'm getting an RAO 18 caudal 36. So this angle you reported as the overlap, for the C-arm, for the operators. All right. Just like there's nothing tricky for this case, I just want you to pay attention to the coronary arteries. So tell me what you see. Let's look at the RCA. I know this is a motion, by the way, study with the systolic phase. The best diastole was better for the coronary arteries, but we could not load them both. But let's look at the RCA. What's going on with the RCA? And what about this lesion here? I agree with you. I think this might be subtotal or even CTO, right? And again, this is not the best diastolic phase, but I want to point out that pay attention to the coronary arteries on the TAVR. There's a lot of usage of the TAVR CTA for avoiding invasive coronary angiography. I have the habit to always look at the left main, proximal, and mid segment. So let's go down to the left main, Nothing really significant, maybe some mild up to like 30-40% in the distal left main, but nothing serious. We said possible CDO slash subtotal of the mid RCA. And now let's clear the LAD and make sure. And again, you need to window it really properly. This is a alpha photon counting. So this was scanned at 0.4 millimeters. So you have the privilege. But if you look carefully here, this is concerning for severe stenosis.